E aí, pessoal, vamos seguir exatamente onde a gente parou, que eu fiquei com medo de tecer logo depois, então nem concluí. Vamos lá, vamos ver no que isso vai dar. Concluindo. 3 dias depois. Como eu esperava, aí deu cena.
Belle, everything's packed. We're ready to head back home.
Proxy! Good thing you haven't left. I almost missed seeing you off.
Caesar, I told you. Shouldn't have rushed over here.
Eita, no.
I told you, I'm just the acting overlord. That day, even though Pompey threw in the Sparkstone that was replaced by Lucius, he was the first one to reach the finish line. The overlord title should be his.
Caesar, speaking of Lucius, any news on his whereabouts?
Nothing yet. We haven't found his man Moors either. That no-good snake. We sent Bernice and Piper to cut him off, but he got away. Looking through the stuff he left behind, we found evidence that he was colluding with an ether corporation in the city. Combined with Eos's recordings that day, the old oil-filled bikers are well aware of what he did. Proxy, I didn't get to thank you after leaving the Hollow. We saved Cinder Lake thanks to you.
You're too kind. All I did was get you to the end safely. When the lake was about to go out, I thought we were done for. All I could do was watch as you rode away, getting further and further from us.
Hey, don't get emotional on me. I was saved by the fissure hidden under the vent. Isn't it crazy how that went down?
A friend who's an expert on this said that due to the complex air currents around the fissure, ether particles are unable to stabilize, preventing it from being sealed off. Due to the balance between the natural gas and the ether particles, the fissure won't be moving anywhere. It's probably been there for decades.
Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly. When the first overlord reached the lake, maybe that's where he jumped in too.
Who'd have thought the legend of the first overlord was true? Well, this was an unexpected discovery.
People back then didn't know about the fissure, and the first overlord probably forgot what happened to him. So that's where the divine intervention part of the legend came from.
True, but isn't the existence of a fissure right in the middle of Cinder Lake already pretty divine intervention-y?
Do you remember what happened after you fell into the fissure?
Parts of it, but it's hazy. I thought I was done for. In the darkness, I thought I would lose consciousness pretty quickly. But I could feel every part of the overwhelming pressure as I passed through the fissure. Then, I saw a light in the darkness and instinctively pulled back on the throttle and sped towards it. Next thing, I came out right on top of you all.
It was unbelievable. After you said, "We meet again," the next thing out of your mouth was, "Lucy, if I die, the Sons of Caledon are yours."
She's always had her eye on taking over as the leader of the Sons of Caledon. And in that moment, I suddenly realized that I'd never made that clear before. I thought she'd be relieved, but that lunatic jumped up, shouted, "I don't want your leftovers!" and straight up slapped me in the face.
That was intense. Lighter and I were completely stunned.
My face was even swollen the next day. You guys all had a good laugh about it. But this time, I really worried you all. Since you're heading back to the city, let me give you something as a memento.
Que bonitinho.
Oh, it's a sunflint.
Yeah, all of the Sons of Caledon chipped in. It's a shame I didn't have time to help with the weaving. I just drew the design in the middle.
It means a lot. I love it.
You're always welcome in the Outer Ring, Proxy. May you rise from the ashes.
É, só é divertido. Vamos zerar isso aqui, né?
I can't see Caesar and the others in the rearview mirror anymore. That must mean we've almost left the outer ring.
Mr. Wise, leave looking around to me and keep your eyes on the road. But it was nice of Caesar and the gang to escort us all the way to the edge of the outer ring.
It feels like Cinder Lake was just about to go out, and now we're driving home listening to music. It seems almost like a dream.
What's wrong, Wise? You sound a little emotional.
Although we could only prove the fissure in Cinder Lake exists from its effects, apart from Caesar's bold gamble, there really was no other way to save it. But seeing Caesar fall, that helpless feeling, I never thought I'd go through it again. Just like that time.
Wise.
Belle? You really have to admit we're family in moments like this. You must be thinking the same thing. This is the edge of the city. Eos and Ferry are here too. It's time.
Second Assistant, you have deviated from your course. Recalculating a new route home.
Don't worry, Ferry. We're going the right way. The road we're taking now is the real way home.
Nossa.
We're here. Let's go up.
Come on, Eos. Don't forget your scarf.
It feels like we haven't been back in a long time, Belle.
Fairy, do you know where this is?
Search complete. This is the center of the chasm at the edge of New Eridu. The chasm, which preceded New Eridu, was the product of the large uncontrolled hollow disaster in Eridu, often called the fall of the Old Capital. To deal with the out-of-control Hollow Zero during the fall of the Old Capital, Eridu's leaders at the time detonated the 14 Shiryu pillars from the southwest to the northeast. The power of the explosion sparked a strong geological chain reaction, bringing about the formation of the chasm.
That's right. There's nothing in the chasm that can be corrupted, so Hollow Zero can't convert more etheric energy to expand, which prevents it from getting out of control.
New Eridu could only be built because of it. Without it, if you keep driving from here, you'll end up on the road to the northern side of Eridu, which is really close to the throne quarter. Within 10 minutes, you'll come upon a massive statue.
That belongs to the White Star Institute. Turning left before the statue takes you to the former main road number 7 of the Minerva Quarter. On the left side of the road were all the old civilization antique shops that Wise liked to go to. He was just a kid back then, and always fell for fake antiques.
And on the right side of the road were all the dessert shops and snack stores that Belle loved. I couldn't resist Belle's whining and ended up buying more treats than she could ever finish.
I couldn't finish them? As soon as any snacks were placed on the table, everyone would grab them up within a minute. Or have you forgotten?
How could I forget? So, at the end of main road number 7, after you pass 3 security gates, you'll see a beautiful building.
Our teacher is right there. She'll be at the entrance with Eos waiting for us. She always liked to stand to the right of the building's plaque.
The Helios Academy. That's our real home. It's there now as well, just across the chasm, deep inside Hollow Zero, under the rubble of the old capital's ruins.
Teacher, we're back. It's been a while this time, and a lot's happened.
Master, Second Assistant, please allow me to express my condolences for the significant individual who has passed away. Should you wish, I can search for her name and accurately determine her location on the memorial monument.
Carol. Carol Arna.
That name was not found in the database of victims from the fall of the Old Capital. Only one matching result was found in the related information. Resulted in the uncontrollable Hollow Zero, leading to the great tragedy of the fall of the city. The main culprit, Senior Research Director Carol Arna of the Helios Academy, along with others involved, will forever be etched on the Pillar of Shame. Speculation. The name provided earlier was incorrect, or the matching information belongs to another person with the same name.
No, it's no mistake. The person officially responsible for the fall of the old capital is Carol Arna.
She was our teacher.
She taught us, raised us. The HDD system and EOS are among her many achievements. She also saved us when the old capital fell. Fairy, didn't you ask us why we wanted to investigate Hollow Zero? This is our reason.
We became proxies so we could collect enough observation data to one day head back to where Helios Academy once stood, deep in Hollow Zero.
We're confident that if there are clues anywhere, it's got to be there.
Belle and I are prepared to swear on our lives that our teacher isn't the one responsible. We have to uncover the truth about the fall of the old capital and clear our teacher's name. She's innocent. Because...
Warning, an unknown entity has been detected nearby.
Huh? Now? Who would come here?
You're the head of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi.
That's correct. And you're the leaders of the independent investigation team with the exceptional guide Bangbo. I did not anticipate being bested by you.
We're honored you remember us. But being bested by us, what do you mean?
I am training to be the first to reach the Chasm Memorial. I would like to spend some more time with her, alone.
So you're here to pay your respects to the deceased too?
Yes, my mother.
My condolences. I hope you can find peace soon.
Thank you. But I don't intend to find peace.
You don't want to find peace?
Indeed. I shall not seek peace until all those responsible for the fall of the old capital are apprehended. I'll catch them all. None will escape me.
Vamos lá, vamos dormir. Tocar discos, o que é isso? Ah, dá pra trocar música agora, é isso? Ok. Vamos vazar. Não era 18. Tem mais coisas a fazer, então. Pensei que já ia acabar a história já. Uau. Vamos ver aqui, vai se dá sorte. Não. Vamos ver o que mais tem aqui. Conquistas. E lá vamos nós. Vamos ver se quis colocar agora o botão à parte pra câmera, porque hoje se eu tirar foto não precisa. Teleporte, por favor. Acabou. Coisa de evento e 0-0. A gente tem tempo para mais uma coisa aqui? Tem um tempinho. Ok, vamos ver no que vai dar isso aqui.
Roxy, welcome back to Blazewood. Or maybe you prefer Mighty Manager?
I think I prefer Proxy.
Oh, there you are, Proxy. We've been waiting for you. Our boss wanted to welcome you personally for such an important task. But she got caught up in dealing with the diner's logistics. It's definitely not because she drank too much of my Overlord's special nitro fuel last night.
Now that the new Overlord has been chosen, life in Blazewood is finally getting back to normal. However, it still feels like this place could use some gussying up. Since the Outer Rings got a new Overlord, Blazewood needs a new look too. I plan to start with this diner behind us.
As luck would have it, the boss plans to hold an Overlord's feast to celebrate the Torrid Inferno's conclusion, to announce the new Overlord's ascension to the Outer Ring, and to spread the philosophies of the Sons of Caledon throughout the land. What was it again? Oh, a self-sustaining king is a good king. The boss isn't fond of the luxury hotels in the city. But look at the Sons of Caledon! None of them can cook for beans! I myself am pretty good at cooking, but we're completely swamped with taking over the previous overlord's affairs, so we don't have the workforce needed to run a diner. Not to mention we've never been good at managing businesses that require dealing with constant guests coming and going.
So, Caesar and I immediately came to the same conclusion. You, Proxy!
Yeah! If we gotta choose an outsider to organize the feast, then that person can only be you, Proxy!
Então vamos lá.
Are you sure? I've only ever managed a video store.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that managing a diner can't be more challenging than guiding warriors through the raging inferno.
Don't worry, Proxy! Feel free to hit Casa up if you run into any problems. And the Sons of Caledon will be helping you out too.
I'll leave the key to Cheesetopia with you, Proxy.
The key? But it doesn't even have a real door.
Right this way, please, manager. Allow me to explain the business plan for rebuilding the diner.
Sério que eles cortam pra vir pra cá? Deve ter um monte de missão secundária pra pegar. Uau, já vamos estar em todo restaurante assim rapidinho?
Hey there! Cheesetopia is back in business starting today.
Será que é isso?
Hey there! Cheesetopia is back in business starting today.
pensar em todos os... É um de cada vez. Ah, bom, é um de cada vez. Bom, acho que é isso, né?
Such a beautiful day today. It's gonna be great for business.
Tá, beleza. 2 de 5 e 2 de 3. Isso é de fazer pensar mesmo. Pronto, deu certo. Ok, ó.
Proxy! This is a cheese-tastrophe!
A cheese-tastrophe? Is that a cheese-topia catastrophe?
Cheese-topia without cheese is like the Sons of Caledon without Borthyrans! You got that? A convoy carrying important goods ran into bandits near the hollow at Cinderglow Lake. Those thieves took the goods and jumped into the hollow in a panic.
The stuff they stole was cheese, wasn't it?
We didn't expect the risks and failed to provide enough guards for the convoy. That's what gave those thieves an opportunity. The loss of the other goods isn't too pressing, but the high-end cheese I personally selected from New Eridu, the fresh food route I personally established on the Outer Rings Highway. They just had to mess with my cheese, my diner, and my feast. Unforgivable. I just hope we can get the goods and all the cheeses back before Cinder Lake messes everything up. Anyway, that's the gist of it, Proxy. It's urgent, so let's get moving. We can't get the diner on track if we don't deal with the threats to its shipping logistics. We must show them that no one can challenge the Sons of Caledon or the new Overlord. Because cheese is power! Lucy taught me that last line.
Vamos lá, comissão. Mas vamos parando por aqui. Vamos dar glória ao queijo. E até o próximo vídeo.